Welcome to the final part of this video on feminism and gender in Shakespeare. Continuing on from the previous videos, we're now going to look at an essay structure that we might use to answer the question that we looked at in the previous section of this video. The question is, in light of the extract, which we've looked at previously, and the rest of the play, to what extent do you agree with the above statement? The above statement is Katharina is a feminist icon. So just to say here that everything that I'm saying in this potential essay structure is my own opinion. You don't have to agree with me. In fact, it's probably much more important that you challenge my opinions and think about alternative points of view, as that is very valued in the exam. So if you can think of alternative points of view, make sure you put them in your essay. Make sure that you really challenge yourself and different arguments or points of view that might exist, and be aware of all of them in your essay. So this is how I would go about structuring my introduction. I would introduce my argument. My argument is that the concept of feminism did not exist in Shakespeare's time. However, Katharina does embody the idea of feminism. I'm then going to move on to explain how my argument sits in relation to the question, statement, and/or alternative arguments. I've said that it can also be argued that she loses her independence at the end of the play. So you can see here, by using the word however, I just displayed contrasting opinions, and that's brilliant and very important to do in the exam, that you can display your understanding of different points of view. Then I move on to talk about some context relevant to my argument. I've said that Katharina's behaviour would have been somewhat shocking to an Elizabethan audience, so again, just some awareness of performance here, but also was a traditional trope of slapstick comedy of the time. Everybody liked to laugh at shrewish wives. I've just done an awareness of the genre that the play is in and of the time in which it was performed. Then finally, in my introduction, I just want to summarise how the writer's techniques prove my argument. I've said from the strong battle of wits in the extract to Katharina's difficult speech at the end of the play, the idea that Katharina is a feminist icon is more complex than it first seems. So here with this sentence, I've set up the various different arguments that I'm going to be presenting in my essay. So now moving on to the body of the essay. I have chosen in this, just for the process of speed, to include 3 points. I would really recommend you include 4 or 5 in an essay of this length and this style, because it's really important to present as many different points of view as you can. And these points that are just very big points that I want to make, and obviously require a lot more fleshing out if I was to write this up into an essay. But hopefully this will give you a good idea of how to structure a potential argument in answer to this question.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking for an amazing A-level English literature resource, join me today in my series of engaging bite-sized video tutorials. Together, we will concisely cover all the important concepts required by your exam board specification, as well as practically apply what we have learnt through exam-style questions, focusing on how best to structure your answers in order to maximise marks. See you soon. And together, let's make A-level English literature a walk in the park.